Why my father had a strange obsession with mannequins. After my mom died, something inside my father snapped. It's like he couldn't function without her, like a piece of him had died too. I don't think I fully grasped it at the time. I was only 14, and grief was already swallowing me whole. I was dealing with my own pain, my own loss, and in the fog of all of that, I didn't realize how much deeper my father had gone. It started small, him talking to himself in the kitchen, or sitting for hours in front of the TV without really watching anything. I thought it was just his way of coping, just grief manifesting in strange ways. But then the mannequin appeared. It was about 6 months after Mom died. I came home from school one afternoon, tossed my backpack onto the couch, and headed for the kitchen. That's when I saw it. Her, I guess. A mannequin standing stiff and silent in the corner of the living room, dressed in one of my mother's old sundresses. At first, I thought maybe it was some kind of joke. Maybe Dad had bought it on a whim, something weird to keep himself occupied. People grieve in strange ways after all. "Dad?" I called out, half laughing, waiting for him to come around the corner and explain. But when he came downstairs, there was no humor in his face. He looked calm, eerily calm, like nothing was out of the ordinary. He glanced at the mannequin, then at me, and smiled. "Looks like your mom, doesn't it?" I stared at him, my heart dropping into my stomach. He wasn't joking. He wasn't even trying to be funny. He meant it. He actually thought this mannequin looked like her. "Dad, what the hell is that?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. "It helps," he said, as if that was supposed to explain everything. "Helps me feel like she's still here." I didn't know what to say. I wanted to tell him to throw it out, to burn the thing, but the look in his eyes stopped me. There was something fragile about him, something that scared me, so I let it go. I convinced myself it was temporary, just something to get him through the worst of the grief. But it didn't stop there. Over the next few weeks, the mannequin became a permanent fixture in our house. At first, it stayed in the living room, propped up in the corner like some kind of macabre decoration. But then it started moving, showing up at the dining room table, seated in Mom's old chair. Then on the couch, sitting upright with a blanket draped over its lap like it was watching TV with us. I'd wake up in the middle of the night sometimes and find my dad sitting beside it, talking to it in hushed tones. His voice would be soft, the kind of voice he used when he was talking to my mom. Sometimes I'd hear him laugh, a soft, sad sound, like he was remembering something funny she'd said years ago. The worst part? He started calling it Helen, my mom's name. He'd talk about it, about her, like she was still there, still alive, still with us. "Your mother's been feeling a little under the weather today," he'd say while setting up 2 plates for dinner, one in front of him and one in front of the mannequin. I stopped sitting at the table after that. I knew things were getting worse, but I didn't know how to handle it. I was just a kid. I tried bringing it up once, told him I didn't like the mannequin, that it was creepy and weird. He just looked at me, his eyes hard, and said, "She's helping me. I need her." After that, I stopped mentioning it. Then one morning, something happened that made my blood run cold. It was a Saturday. I came downstairs half asleep, expecting to find Dad already making coffee like he usually did. Instead, I found him sitting in front of the mannequin, scissors in hand. At first, I thought he was trimming its hair. Something bizarre, but not out of line with how he'd been acting lately. But then I looked closer. The hair wasn't synthetic. It was real. His hair. Patches of his scalp were bare, raw and red, where he'd cut chunks of it off and glued them to the mannequin's head. His hands shook as he carefully stuck another tuft of his thinning, graying hair onto the mannequin's smooth scalp, arranging it like it belonged there. I froze, watching him in horror, my throat tight. I didn't know what to say. My father was sitting there, bald in patches, pretending this mannequin was her. Pretending it was Mom. "Dad?" I finally whispered, my voice cracking. "What are you doing?" He didn't look up, didn't stop what he was doing. He just kept sticking his hair onto the mannequin, muttering under his breath. "She's not complete yet. She's almost there. Just a little more."